Hi everyone, welcome to Data Academy 2.0. I'm Agnes, Marketing Science Partner at Facebook and a member of the Data and Measurement Committee. A lot of people have been asking me the same question over and over again lately. How can we better measure cross-media effectiveness and performance given we are facing so many challenges on cookies going away, the iOS changes, or even prepare for the upcoming regulations on privacy? Are there any established measurement solutions that can help us to tackle this problem? The answer is yes, and that is what we want to discuss with you today. So what does cross-media measurement in a privacy-first world look like? As the digital ads ecosystem evolves, there's increasingly a need to rethink the approach on cross-media measurement. Today, I will share how marketing mix models are becoming more and more relevant for digital-first marketers like yourself. Let's take a look at what we mean by the evolving ad ecosystem. To meet people's growing expectations around privacy, governments are implementing new regulations such as GDPR in Europe, CCPA in California, and LGBT in Brazil. Companies are modifying their policies to put more control in the hands of people. In some cases, these changes have impacted long-standing advertising mechanisms like third-party cookies and mobile device IDs, requiring businesses to think differently about how they reach people and how they measure the impact of their marketing. On the other hand, protecting people's privacy also means giving them the visibility and ability to change how their data is used. As a result, the data advertisers rely on and the systems that use that data are evolving, including data and systems related to measurement. For example, mechanisms like cookies are becoming less available as they rely on passive data collection. Businesses may need to think differently about the data that they use for advertising. They might need to share data through means that are more browser and device ID independent, or prioritize high-quality data like email addresses and phone numbers that customers provide directly. Businesses can also opt to use methods that rely on aggregated rather than person-level data, which are more privacy conscious. As data availability changes, businesses will also have to consider the metrics they use to evaluate performance. This will all change with the ad ecosystem. Measurement approaches like attribution relied on people and device level information to build the consumer journey and identify what is driving the outcome. But with the changes in the ecosystem, these solutions will have gaps or even lose granularity, making the measurements challenging. So what does a good measurement look like? A good measurement continues to be about understanding the true value of your marketing by using incremental measurement as your North Star. But today, good measurement should also be privacy conscious. By marrying the two principles, you can build a measurement strategy that can evolve with the advertising ecosystem while consistently driving better decision making. However, it is difficult to say for certain what is the impact on specific measurement techniques will be. But as businesses prepare for a more privacy-conscious future, they will need to anticipate that some measurement approaches will be more effective than others, and that this may change over time. So what is marketing mix modeling? It is also abbreviated as MMM and often called econometric modeling. It is a privacy-friendly, highly resilient, data-driven statistical analysis that quantifies the incremental impact and ROI of marketing and non-marketing activities on the business outcome, such as sales, revenue, or acquisitions. Probably you have come across a form of MMM before, and it's a popular method used across organizations and in the C-suite to help in making decisions such as how to allocate marketing budgets across marketing channels, products, regions, and also for future scenario planning. MMM has been around for many years and is now being rediscovered by the industry as the need for making data-driven decisions has increased due to greater digitization, which is juxtaposed with increased restrictions on using individual ad exposure data. This also means that many of the commonly used analytical approaches by marketers to determine the effectiveness of digital marketing will now be harder to undertake due to privacy concerns. MMM, on the other hand, is a privacy-safe solution as it uses aggregated data as its view, unlike many of the other digital measurement methodologies. In the case of MMM, data on ad exposures and outcomes is collected and analyzed in an aggregated manner, making it possible for marketers to make data-driven decisions just the way it has been over many years. So how does MMM works? MMM are supervised machine learning-based multi-regression models. Being supervised models, they use labeled data and outcome, which in this example is revenue or in-stores, and various marketing inputs. Again, in this example include social media, display, SEO, content, and so on. MMM uses multi-regression model to establish a relationship between the marketing inputs and the outcome. The model assigns a weight to each of the factors, which corresponds to their contribution to the revenue or in-stores. The models also determine the base, which is the revenue or in-stores, which are driven organically without any contribution from the marketing activities. Also, on the left-hand side are the non-marketing factors, such as weather, macroeconomic indicators, and competitive activities, which can also be accounted for in MMMs. It is important to note that this is not possible with user-level data or methods such as MTA. Other than accounting for both marketing and non-marketing factors, MMM has another important advantage. It allows to undertake analysis that are applicable over varying degree of time horizons. This depends on the cadence of data being used. On this chart, short-term advertising optimizing decisions can be supported by MMM using higher frequency campaign level data. On the other hand, longer-term strategic decisions which have an impact over longer time horizons can be made with analysis done using data that comes at longer-term intervals, such as media and marketing effects data, product launches data, seasonality, and so on. MMM results typically split the contribution of the factors to outcome we are interested in, on top of the baseline revenue or in-stores. A type of analysis that is commonly done is shown here, with the colored areas showing the contribution from social media, search, display, and remarketing over time. And this is really useful for marketers to understand the incremental impact or contribution from their marketing activities on their business outcomes. MMM also provides invaluable actionable insights to marketers. The four most commonly used ones are here. Number 1, ROI contribution for each marketing factor, which provide the ranking from factors whose ROI is the most to those whose ROI is the least. Number 2, the response curve for each marketing factor, which tells us the returns for each additional marketing input and the point at which diminishing returns can set in. Number 3, it helps marketers to simulate alternative plans based on the estimated performance for different combinations of marketing factors. Number 4, it also helps to set future targets and goals by providing an ability to predict future performance for a specific marketing plan. It's clear that MMMs are very versatile and can be used to support decision-making both at a strategic level and a tactical level. They support CMOs in making strategic decisions and determining level of investments needed to achieve their marketing objectives. For media and advertising leads, it helps in decisions to determine the right marketing mix. For media planners, it can help to determine their media or channel mix decisions. And finally, for campaign planners, it can help set up more effective campaigns. In sum, marketers should leverage MMMs for a number of reasons. 1, it is privacy-friendly and resilient. It does not require any individual or log-level data. 2, the methodology works for all businesses, no matter if you're a direct response, gaming, digital native, or app-based business. It is highly customizable for advertisers' individual circumstances, metrics, and KPIs. 3, MMM is highly scalable, and there's progress to make it even more open, transparent, and democratized. 4, insights from MMM are very actionable and are used for forward-facing scenario planning. I hope everyone has a better understanding on MMM by now. If you are wondering how can you get started, there are actually 3 approaches. Number 1, you can partner with one of our MMM vendors from our preferred partner program to get started. Number 2, you can also use semi-automated MMM tools and SaaS platforms to build models. Number 3, you can also choose to do this in-house. So let's take a closer look at all these different approaches. If you're new to MMM and do not have much resources in-house, you can partner with one of our third-party MMM partners here. They already have access to the MMM feed data from Facebook and also duly vetted methodology. You can find all these badged partners on our measurement partner website. These are our preferred partners for MMM measurement, and they all have access to the MMM data through self-serving UI. If you're familiar with MMM and would like to invest more resources in taking this in-house, we would recommend you to take this approach and leverage self-serve MMM tools and SaaS platform. One area we are seeing a lot of innovation is in DIY tools to enable MMM on demand. These are designed for automated data ingestion, exploration, and modeling, and contain optimization and planning modules which allow for more seamless integration with the business planning process within an organization. Lastly, if you do have internal resources, such as data scientist support, then you can also opt to build MMM models using our code. Project Robin is an open-source R code for MMM. It is built with a flexible, modular, fully transparent open-source approach, and it includes contemporary methods based on time series regression with machine learning-based automatic hyperparameter selection with experiments calibration. Our goal is to create a community of methodologists to debate MMM innovations. If you're interested to explore more, it is available on GitHub along with detailed documentation and step-by-step guides. And for those who are already leveraging MMM, congratulations, and there are still things that you can do today. Number 1, adopt the official MMM feed. It contains the most accurate inputs and the right granularity that is perfect for your MMM models. Number 2, use the latest contemporary methods to create MMMs, such as shorter, dynamic models or custom ad stock. Number 3, run a form of lift test and use the experiment to calibrate and validate the MMM models. Make MMM faster and more sensitive to help you prepare for the upcoming changes in the ad ecosystem. I hope everyone learned something new today. Remember to stay tuned and follow IAB for more contents.